Whoa, shit.
Yo, what's up, breadheads? Ty and Eric here, your Think Fresh boys.
Wow, I love the energy.
Dude,
How you doing,
it's that
buddy?
blinking,
What's
the
going?
blinking red light. It just fills me with joy.
Yeah, there's two blinking red lights in my life that I love. One is the booth, the other one is the toaster oven at Subway. Once that thing starts blinking, I know it's almost time for lunch.
I have to reveal to you, Eric, that I actually live in a red light district. And by that, I mean in the suburbs where I can't seem to drive anywhere lately without it taking like 50 red. Like, if I want to go to your house right now, 15 minutes away on Apple Maps, but there's like 27 red lights I have to cross. Red light
Hmm.
district, baby.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But there's 20 of those. But then once you get on the highway, Ty, and we live near highways because we are in the suburbs, everything's a highway nowadays. So is that not much better? Does that not take you to your destination quicker?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely highways are faster, but I don't do highways, Eric. I don't do highways because I read online that if you travel over 70 kilometers an hour, I think I can tell you what that is to American listeners. I'm sitting in my car to record this. That's 170 miles an hour, 70 kilometers an hour is like 40 miles an hour. That's like the
Okay.
max speed that you can go before you're like in lethal crash territory. Like the
Oh
likelihood of a
shit.
lethal crash beyond that is way higher. There's probably a similar statistic at Subway, like triple toasters are 3 times more likely to die of heart attack. But uh, so I avoid highways when I can. I love taking the back roads, the side streets, the roundabouts, whatever it takes to get to my destination safely.
You love whipping the corners in that Toyota Matrix. I fully
Mhm.
understand. And you're right, double meat does double your chances of stroke. It's well documented. Um, I thought you were going to go a different route with that question, Ty. I thought you were going to go and say that anything above 80 kilometers an hour is no longer peak fuel efficiency. And
Mm.
as somebody who drives a Toyota, I think I just assume that's like part of the reason why you do that, right? Like you have to drive slow on the highway for other people to honk at you and be like, these fucking Toyota drivers.
Yeah, dude. Well, I only need to gas up annually because I keep my fuel economy. The RPMs are so low. Uh,
Yeah, dude, your
it is
car's
one of
just
the
puttering
reasons.
along like barely alive. It's just like put put. It's like it's like sneezing on the way to a subway.
Dude, it's just like Subway. It's not about the foot long. It's about the journey to get there. It's about every little
Yes.
thing along the way and enjoying that. I get to spend more time in my beautiful 2005 automatic vehicle with
Hmm.
no seated heats or aux cord. I get to just
Hmm.
enjoy the journey.
Yeah. For the breadheads that have listened for quite a while now, they know that I'm kind of like casually looking for a car. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I'm aggressively car shopping, but I am keeping my eyes open for a special whip that crosses my eye. One of those is a Porsche that I've been kind of secretly wanting. And ever since I started looking at cars, I just keep getting YouTube recommendations for like Porsche, insert like model of the Porsche, and then it's like cost of ownership after 1 year. And then I'm just like so scared to click on those videos because I'm like, oh fuck, like I already know the fuel efficiency is bad, but then what else is there? You know what I mean? Like, who knows? I'll
Mhm.
probably have to buy a new steering rack within the first month of ownership.
Yeah, dude, who knows what happens under the hood after the warranty expires, but I too have been having Porsche dreams lately. I think it's in the cards for, like, as early in life as possible, not tomorrow. We'll see if this podcast blows up. The
Hmm. Yeah, use
I think
code BlendJet. No, use,
great.
use code ThinkFresh12 on blendjet.com. Please supply the hosts of ThinkFresh podcast
Mhm,
with two Porsche 911s. That would
mhm.
be ideal. That would be an ideal result for this. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, bless this pod. Yeah, I don't know, Eric. I find it so hard to validate, like there's so many things I can spend my money on to increase my personal brand that is more affordable than a Porsche. Like a Porsche can get me a lot more other brand propelling things. If I just like never let my friends see my car, like I park 2 blocks away from the function, I don't talk about it anymore,
Never offer any rides.
never offer any rides, then I could keep my kind of shitty, reliable, everyday grocery getter, reinvest my Porsche money into clothing, expensive trips, Michelin
Mm-hmm.
star dining experiences, signature sandwiches
Mm-hmm.
at the way, and everyone would think like, "Damn, Ty's really got his bag and clout up," but they wouldn't know that it's because I'm driving like an older vehicle.
Yeah. What do you think I pawed for to push a fucking RAV4?
Yeah.
Ty, I need a Porsche badly. Okay, I don't believe in what you believe at all. I see your point, but for me personally, like I've spent so much money on small brand propelling items that now I've realized like if I just like didn't do that, I could have bought one Porsche, and that might have bigger returns. You know, it's like the more it's like if you just like invest a lot into one thing, there's a chance that you can like I don't know do a lot more with that. The returns will be higher. Um, but I don't know, Ty. What do you think about that?
Well, it's so hard to say because you've identified there's like a gap in your vehicle brand to personal brand identity. But if you close that vehicle gap, then you'll have to wear clothing gap on your on your jacket in order to afford it. And I don't think that's a compromise you want to make.
Hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Um, I mean, Kanye was wearing Gap. You know what I mean? He worked at the Gap. Now he's
Mm,
driving all kinds of Maybachs, S classes, G wagons.
mm,
Look where it's gotten him. You know what I mean?
that's true. He beat the Gap allegations. He proved that wearing Gap can lead to success.
Hmm. Good for him. Good for Kanye. He's the North Star that we've been looking for this whole time.
In some ways, yes. In other ways, no.
Oh boy. Um, what topics do we have on the docket today, Ty? I feel like I've had a slow news week personally. I posted a fight video on Instagram. I thought that was
Yeah,
quite
thanks for
good.
doing that.
That turned out that was in 2005. I'm really digging in the crates now to find Subway content, and it led me to a 2005 brawl in inside of a Subway.
Dude, well, after 600 Subway related Instagram posts, we need to dig deeper, reach further to bring the breadheads more gold. Um, I'm on the dark web looking for some black olives. I mean, I'm on every corner, every forum, gathering formats,
You're
toasting them.
looking for some dark olives on the dark
Hmm.
webs.
Um, I got no topics for you, Eric. I except I was recently at Vancouver restaurant establishment Tacofino, which you are and I are both intimately familiar with. I have to tell you a little bit about their nacho game, Eric, because they have innovated in a department where few have even attempted.
Yeah, I'm familiar, Ty. I'm familiar with the nachos.
Hmm.
At first, I was a huge skeptic because, funnily enough, I know someone who has a nacho blog, and I actually had this displeasure of working with this person in a past life, and they told me about their nacho
Hmm.
blog, and they rated it really highly. And so when I went and tried it, it just like wasn't at all what I was expecting. And it's because they've innovated. I know that now.
Hmm.
When I look for nachos, Thai, I like the classics, kind of like the signature menu at Subway. I don't go for that new 1 to 12 bullshit, right? So
Mm.
I might be slightly scarred and biased towards this, but please tell me how you
Hmm.
found the nachos at Tacofino.
Well, I've been a purveyor of these nachos for a long time, Eric. They're a staple whenever I visit a Taco Vino location. But I will tell you that the innovative nature of them is that They've solved the ergonomics of nachos. The problem with nachos is all the toppings fall off, and it's really hard to get the chip in the dip. Usually, you have a few options for dip: salsa, sour crema, and maybe some guac if you're feeling fancy. What Tacofino does is they take all of them and then they turn them into a drizzle across the very top of the nacho. Every chip gets a little bit of dip pre-added, and there's none
Hmm.
of that. The dip does two things. It solves two major problems. It kind of holds down the toppings to the chip. It kind of suppresses them, like putting a blanket over like your body. And it also eliminates the need to transport that chip across the table, potentially over the chip stack, in order to try to dip it in the sauce, in the salsa. That always leads to problems because your black olives are falling off the chip. You got ground beef all over the table. Your sleeve is in the nacho now. All of
Hmm.
the other people at the table are judging you. So it eliminates that step
Yeah.
completely. So you can go chip to mouth very quickly.
I absolutely hate when I'm like dipping my chip and then the ground beef rolls off of the chip and then lands in the plate of my vegetarian date.
Hmm.
That's like a huge chip foul, and you can't have that. Um, that's a great point, Ty. I actually do appreciate the drizzle action of the chip, but I'm kind of like a sauce I'm a sauce sicko. And I go really heavy on the dips. Okay. When I dip in that sour cream's already like an unhinged dip type. And like
Hmm.
usually people don't even like touch that. But I'm going like three fingers in the fucking sour cream and loading the chip with that. And I love it. I love when my bite is like 60% like sauce. And
Oh,
I don't
dude,
think the drizzle really does
totally.
it for me.
No, I disagree. The drizzle does it, but I'm in the same camp as you, Eric. I'm a sauce stand. You see me. I'm three sauce plus marinara at the way. I want that sandwich dripping. I want it soupy. Sauce
Mhm.
balls. But with the drizzle, what it does ensure is like here's the problem with nachos. You always want an equal chip to sauce ratio. And yes, that's personal. You and I like to go heavier on the sauce. Everybody is more people are likely to go heavier on the sauce than lighter, but restaurants don't give enough. There's always a few straight chips with no sauce left, kind of like the people that didn't find love on Love is Blind. And they're like, oh, I guess we're going home. That's like the last chips. They're getting boxed up. They're going home because there's no more sour cream for them, Eric. Um, the
Mhm.
Tacofino sauce drizzle concept solves this problem because they have to make sure that every chip gets at least a little bit of sauce action. Otherwise, it's going to look dry when it's served. They have to do it to ensure the impressiveness of the plating.
Mm. I guess you're right, but do they layer it though? Is the question, because like
Mm.
real nacho eaters will know that restaurants will like layer the cheese with the chip. You know what I mean? It's like you eat the top half, and then once you get to halftime, there's a fresh layer of cheese just waiting for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We all know the layering trick. It's the oldest nacho trick in the book. We're talking nacho web 3 right now, Eric.
Mm.
NF cheese.
And then cheese. Oh my god.
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
We really need to figure out what's next in the world of nachos. That was such a well-timed soundboard.
Thank you. Oh fuck. There is this nacho place. I need to find what it's called, but it's on Robson Street in downtown. Oh, it's called Patron Tacos and Cantina. Have you been there?
Oh, no, but I
This
walked by
place
it the other
rocks.
day. Yeah, dude. I've never wanted to go in there because anyone who names their restaurant Patron probably isn't dishing the best food.
Yeah, exactly. They're kind of optimizing for like the whole like West Oak crowd by hoping that they get confused and like walk into a place called Patron. Um,
Mhm.
but honestly, this place kind of rocks, dude. Like it's like kind of like a sleeper Mexican restaurant that's been there forever, and it's like it's a gentrifier. It wasn't a gentrified, which is kind of weird, but still good.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? They're the ones who load their
Hmm.
shit up with cheese. There's more cheese than chip, and that's why I like this place, Ty. I'm like a chip denier. Like if if chips
Just get rid of
weren't
the
even
chip.
in the if chips weren't even in the whole nacho equation, I would be fine with that. Just give me like the little queso, you know?
I'm gonna contest you on this, Eric, because you love the bread that your sandwich is served on,
Oh yeah.
and the chip is just the vessel of the toppings and the dip, in the same way that the bread is the vessel for the toppings and the sauce. So, how could you, with a sober, clear state of mind, deny the chip but support the sandwich?
Are we really going to compare the herbs and cheese footlong bread from Subway Restaurants LLC to Tostitos fucking circle dipping chip? Like I don't even want to hear that, Ty. It's not even a question that one is better or one is useless.
Fair enough. I guess the Subway bread does have a lot more tender love and care and herbs, made by hand in the bread retarder by a local sandwich artist. That is local artisan bread right there, my friend. Where those chips just were
Exactly.
poured out of a bulk bag from the trunk of a semi truck.
Exactly. Cheese. His name is Cheese. That's what we need, Ty.
His name is Cheese.
We don't need chip. Okay, we need cheese, salsa verde, you know what I mean? Some black olives. All of the Subway ingredients just on top of cheese. You could probably make this at Subway actually. Oh shit.
I'm
You
here for
could buy a
that.
bag of chips. You could buy the bag of chips, ask them to put it on a piece of paper, toast that with cheese on it, and like just sprinkle on like some random vegetables. I think that'd be awesome.
Dude, get the freaking Doritos in there. That would go stupid crazy. I am willing to embarrass myself to try that next time we go.
hmm We have to like figure out all the secret Subway hacks. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know the like some random off menu shit that like only the head artist knows, the creative director.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are they thinking about? What are they making back there? Are they making
hmm
like vegetable soup? Like
hmm
alphabet soup?
Actually, probably.
Probably.
That's what you find at the bottom of the tomato bin. It's just vegetable soup.
Dude, yeah, that's the cream of
Nasty.
tomato down there. Mix that with a
Oh
little bit of
shit.
light mayo. Babe, you got
hmm
cream of tomato soup? Yeah, we can make you some up right now.
hmm If you think that's gorgonzola at the bottom of the tomato bin, you're wrong. That's just mold.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Don't eat the forbidden cheese at Subway.
Yeah, the forbidden gorgonzola stuck to the bottom of the artist's shoe. Don't fuck with that, bro. That's not
Yeah,
good.
big yikes. Big yikes.
Big yikes.
Dude, Notchway is a really, I feel like I know in 200 episodes you've probably talked about it. I black out in the booth every time. Doesn't matter. Notchway is Subway's next big move. It's such unexplored territory. Like, think about their blue collar demographic. Those guys love nachos. You go to any derelict pub that serves a proper pint of lager, you will find the most unhinged plate of nachos available for purchase. And it's because like fat blue collar workers that chug beer love to just slurp up nachos.
Oh, and I do as well.
Hmm.
Would you call this podcast a blue collar initiative?
It's a I think we're gentrifying blue collar activities on this podcast. Like,
We're
I
bringing
was just
our
thinking,
yeah. You're
I was thinking
you're
this
right.
morning, I was like trying to buy a, like, I ironically wear a Carhartt toque. It's like, I'm gonna get one of those. I want to wear the mean toque.
Oh, I've thought about buying a Carhartt work jacket like more than 10 times in the last like 3 years. Every time I net out with no, but if I do buy one, I will be promptly removing the patch on the front because like silhouette tie, let's just be honest, it's perfect. The
Hmm.
only impurity is the little C that's on the chest, and that doesn't stand for chef, unfortunately.
No, chef, it doesn't.
No.
I have a Carhartt rain jacket that I was gifted that I've never worn, um, but I really like. So perhaps I'll take it for a spin next time I hit the way. It's got waterproof fabric, which is perfect for my saucy sandwich.
Amazing. I'm also in the market for some Arc'teryx snow pants. I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty
I would
funny
wear
to
that to
roll
the
up.
way.
You're you're like completely hydrophobic. You're like, get me every sauce, please.
I would have liked to wear that actually during our blending of the two sandwiches. I found out later that I got a little bit of splashback on my shirt, but it's no big deal. Nothing. A little bit of um, Tide can't get out. A little Tide to go.
Yeah, it sucks that the Acne Studio jeans got caught in the crossfire, but it just
Hmm.
adds like a patina you wouldn't expect to your clothes to get Subway sauce all over it. Like not only because it's multi-sensory,
Hmm.
right? It's not just a weird
Hmm.
stain. It's a weird stain that kind of smells like Chipotle.
You're absolutely right. It kind of reminded me of the
Mhm.
Future lyric where he's like, I can't believe the blood ain't on my shirt because he got hit close range, and I was like, wow, we we obliterated those two sandwiches close range tie, and we were wearing hand protection but not aprons, and that now I understand why the artists wear aprons as well.
Yeah, dude. If I was an artist, I'd be on that subway line with a whole poncho going and a balaclava. You know, I want the whole thing,
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be
complete
wearing a full
coverage.
cheese mat suit. God
um,
damn it.
yeah, they need a hydrophobic wardrobe.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Um, I never was like an advocate for face shields during the COVID-19 inconvenience of 2020. But now I think it makes a lot of sense, especially when you see people like that video of the woman like falling asleep on someone's sandwich.
Hmm.
Like if they're wearing a face shield, that sandwich would it be salvageable? You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, dude. If you just assume that the average person once a day sneezes, and there are 300,000 active sandwich artists in the world, I would think that at least once a day, somewhere on earth, a sandwich artist is sneezing directly on a footlong. And then they're looking up deer eyed at their customer as if it was
Hmm.
okay and that they're going to give them a hall pass.
That's right. If a human sneezes once per day and they spend one third of their day at Subway, that means every 3 days, every employee at Subway is sneezing on a sandwich.
Yeah. Sneeze witch over there. The sneeze guard needs to go on both sides. The sneeze guard is there to protect the sandwich from the customers, but the customers are not the liability here. I'm going to eat that. I'm going to treat that sandwich with care because it's going in my mouth. What does the artist have?
Exactly.
Like what keeps them liable, you know?
hmm I love to see like those like surgery hands. It's like when like scientists work on like the novel coronavirus, they like insert their hands in these like gloves that are like inside of a glass
Mm,
box, and then that's how they like manipulate the specimen. I want them to do the
right.
same thing with my sandwich. Like have a double sided sneeze guard, just a sneeze dome, and then the artist can like insert their hands inside of this like weird like I don't know robotic tube thing where they can like make the sandwich, but they're still protected by the glass. You know what I mean? I don't want them to like. I don't want anyone's body to be near my lunch. Really, if you think about it.
That's my lunch. I like that idea, Eric. It kind of reminds me of when you see videos of people handling radioactive substances, which is not unlike a foot long sandwich post toaster oven. Um,
Hmm.
it seems like a Nathan for you bit to like install that in the Subway and offer complete touch-free sandwich making experience, no germs near your foot long, but it probably has some legs in a post-COVID society.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on the flip side, you have like in a Michelin, three Michelin star restaurant, you have the heavily tatted like chef who is like 25 years old and like extremely hot. They just like grab your steak with their bare hand and like put it on a plate and then
Mhm.
sprinkle like some parsley on it or something, like all barehanded. And you already know they didn't wash their hands before that. It's just a given. And I'm okay with
Totally,
that.
dude. They slap the steak on the table, tableside steak. They give their ass a good scratch, and then they, like, kneel their elbow into the meat. It's a really
For
physical
example,
experience. Is it because 'cause they're
yeah,
hot? Is that why they can get away with it?
that's probably it actually. I don't care about your skill level. If you're attractive, I just trust that you're clean because being clean is part of being attractive.
Mhm. It's a good point. I feel like there's probably a lot of kinks online around food consumption and being hot at the same time. I guess that's all
Yeah,
mukbangs are.
totally. Yeah, name a celebrity chef that is unattractive.
I mean, there's
Bobby
parts
Flay.
of yeah. Ramsey's, like, general physique, I'm not really into, but I could see him having some good qualities. Some good
I don't
physical
know, dude.
qualities to Ramsey.
Yeah, dude. Bobby Flay looks like a grade 8 basketball coach.
Yeah, dude.
This guy's
No.
saying, "Okay, we're gonna do a layup drill today." That's what he should be saying. Not, is it cooked yet? You know.
Yeah, dude, Bobby Flay, he I don't know, man. He looks like the kind of guy that, like, helps move furniture into an apartment, like, he runs a moving business.
Exactly. He should be managing. He shouldn't be managing grade A meat. He should be managing grade 8 meat.
Mm. Yeah, beat
Wonderful.
Bobby daycare assistant.
Yikes. Talking about daycare and Subway in the same episode is seems foul to me for some reason.
Mhm, mhm.
We sometimes stray into that weird Venn diagram, but let's just cautiously back out of it. You know what I mean? This could end weird
Mhm.
if we keep going.
Yeah, it's getting freaky. Well, I
Sure
think we've
is.
talked enough about Subway for today. I think the listeners' stomachs, hearts, and minds are full, and we best
Hmm.
now let them rest and digest.
Absolutely. And the best way to rest and digest is to blend first. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? The best, easiest thing to digest is a blended smoothie or protein shake. And you already know how you can make that easier for yourself. Use the code ThinkFresh12 on blendjet.com. Get
Mhm.
12% off. Free worldwide shipping. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
unbelievable. This is actually an
Thanks,
amazing
Eric.
perk of shopping on blendjet.com. And let me tell you, I've been enjoying mine thoroughly.
Dude, it's so fast. It's like 2-day shipping too. I got mine so quickly. It's like someone in Shanghai or Guangzhou or whatever is shot putting your blend jet across the Pacific Ocean.
But I think they came from like Los Angeles.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
really?
they're like made in America. Let me just fact check this really
Oh, we don't need to
quickly
fact check that. We'll
because
just tell them right now. The blenders are made in America.
yeah, that's true. They're made in America, baby. USA made. Um, Trump has been turning himself in. Trump's turned himself in today. That's newsworthy, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that. Um, yeah, I'm really excited to see what the internet does with AI generated images based off of his mugshot. I think we could
Hmm.
take it in a lot of different artistic directions.
Hmm. I tried really hard to use AI to make a Trump narrated ad for BlendJet, but it was really hard. So Ty, if you can help me with doing that, I don't know what websites to go on for
Dude,
this.
I'm struggling too. I signed up for Midjourney Premium to try to generate a photo of Trump eating a footlong for our breadheads, like in cuffs, and I just couldn't get the cues right. So I need to go. I got to go to prompt school, become a
Yeah,
prompt
dude, prompt
artist.
school. Hmm. Exactly. Well, it is what it is. We'll get there eventually. Once AI,
Hmm.
I think like AI has progressed far enough. Now we need like cool, interesting people to make usable websites now because this is all like
Yeah,
It's kind of like navigating the subway online experience. It's just not very good.
I know we need more I,
Yeah.
less AI.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Just like we got to bring back some I, you know.
hmm
Aye, aye,
If
aye.
AI, if somebody got into AI, it would stand for like artificial ingredients.
uh, dude, they're already in the AI business.
Oh yeah, dude, they've been pioneering actually AI for nearly 3 decades, probably.
Yo,
That's
they could put that
impressive.
on the investors site, like an industry leader in AI. Asterisk.
hmm hmm Exactly. I'm picturing the domain already. Subwaynutrition.ai.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so cool,
It is.
dude. We it's too late in this episode to get into it, but like Subway needs to change the narrative around GMO. Like we can pick this back up next time we chat, but they need to be the hero of the GMO industry. They need to assert themselves, tell a narrative to the world about like how GMO makes those sandwiches taste so good. And really
Tastes
the
so
GMO is
good.
what makes those sandwich possible. And as soon as the world wakes up to that, then
hmm
it will be a flippening of attitudes towards GMO and maybe even a counter movement against organic.
hmm Absolutely. If Subway can flip to becoming carbon positive, I think that'd be huge for the fast food business, Ty.
Mm-hmm. It would be
Would
carbon
be.
positive. I think they are. I'm positive
Well,
that they are.
mhm. Yeah, what's the good one? Carbon positive or carbon negative? Because we don't want to just be carbon neutral. That's kind of
No,
like that's kind of like in the
bit of a
middle, you know what I mean?
pussy
You don't want
move,
to.
right? Pick
Yeah,
a
it's kind of
side.
pussy. That's true. All right, King. Beautiful episode as always. Thank you, Breadheads, for listening. Make sure to use the code ThinkFresh12 on Blanchett.com. Pay the boys. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, rents do.
Yeah, dude. All right. Peace.
Ciao.